Hey there, it's Trish from Trish's Card Club, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. How are you guys? Welcome to Monday night. It is Monday night, I'm pretty sure. All right, I think I've got everything going. Hopefully you can get a little sense of all that's on my desk top, because I have a lot to share tonight. So once again, I'm going to try to go slow, but cover a lot of material. I want to talk a little bit about the card we're making, the sale that's going to be going on, that's happening. And hey, Mary, hey, Teresa, welcome you guys. I want to show you what we did at the class on Friday night. So I got a bunch of stuff going on. So I'm going to start there and I'm going to work my way all around. I'm going to make the card and then talk about the sale at the end. So I'll keep you in suspense. Okay. Let's first start with the cards that we made on Friday night. Let me clean up a little bit because I intentionally wanted you to see that I had a lot going on, so I smushed everything all over my desk. All right, so you guys have already seen this card. We made this one. This was called Spotlighting. When I talked about it last video, I kept calling it highlighting, but it's actually spotlighting. So that's what this is. So that was the first one that we did. This was the second one, a Father's Day card. Isn't it? I love it. I think it's a great guy card. And if they didn't have a dad that they wanted to, they could always make it a birthday, so they could make it Happy Birthday instead of Happy Father's Day. And then the final one we did was this one, another birthday one. And this one, they could choose whatever they wanted for the saying. In that stamp set, there's a bunch of different sayings. You'll see me using it again in the future. So some made birthdays, some made thinking of you. They were all kinds. So the class went over really well. 4 ladies came, super nice. It was very good to have a chance to do that with them. If any newbies watching tonight, welcome, welcome. I left my card information in case anybody wanted to watch a Monday night class, which means now, you guys, I can't show you my cards before class because then the ladies, a Friday night class, because then they'll see them. So, hey, Miss Judy. Hey, Cindy. Welcome, you guys. So tonight we're going to be making a card using a couple of different things. First thing that I wanted to focus on was some DSP, because I'm so in love with the colors of it. So that was the first thing that I wanted to focus on. I don't know why I have the little shot out first, because it's going to be a while before we get to that. But let me get the paper. I think it is so happy, this paper. It's Butterfly Kisses, and I know, butterflies. It's so not like me to like butterflies, but I am in love with this paper. I think the colors are so pretty. So those are some of the colors on the back, and then these are the back sides, which I want to point out again, you guys. StampinUP has done something really, really good this year with many of the packs of the DSP. You may fall in love with one side and not so much the other, but the thing that they've done more this year, at least I've noticed, now they may do this every year and I don't notice it, but this year I notice it more than ever, is that one side has a lot of really good simple patterns and the other side might be really busy and full of color. But it will let you use both sides, of course, but if this is too much, you have great background paper for here. So that's what I wanted to just point out. So that's the base of the card that we're going to be doing tonight. So I love that DSP. So what I did is I went ahead and I cut 3 pieces into some strips. These are 3/4 inch strips. So I did that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use the small cut and emboss machine, mini cut and emboss machine, to get it off my desk so you can see what we're using it for. We are using, it keeps getting in the way, we are using Charming Sentiments. Now, I think I named it Charming. Hey, Karen. I think I named it Charming Sentiments when I'm not sure how I put the title. But this stamp set has individual dies for all of the sayings. Let me show you what I mean. So every saying has an individual die. It's very similar to the concept of many happenings and many moments or something like that, where there was one die and all the words. Well, these are all the words and all the dies. So today we're going to be using this die, and I'm using the word wishing you the happiest of birthdays. So I've already stamped it, and it's somewhere on my desk, which I will find, and then there it is. Okay, so I've already stamped it in Night of Navy, and I'm going to just run it through my mini cut and emboss machine. Now, it's a little bit different, you guys, than other dies. It takes a little bit of practice to line up because you're actually covering up some of the die. You can't quite see some of it when you're putting it on. You can't quite see some of the words when you're putting the die on. So it takes a little bit of practice. So you may want to practice a couple times before you go for your final cut. But I think I got it close enough that it's going to work. Oh, I love that crunching sound. Okay. And I'm just doing this because I wanted to get the mini off the table. There we go. How that came out really good. See what I mean? How it cuts out all around the edge. So this is very popular right now. So this will go over big in the future. All right, so that's that. So that comes out of that. And every single word in the set has a die. So you can just line them up. Every single word has a die. And they have some really good words. I'm very, very happy with the set. Okay, so that's kind of the end of the card. Next thing I did is I took a white, oh, I forgot one thing. I took a white card base, but in that same set of dies, there's all kinds of other little specialty dies. This one is upside down, but let me put it right side up. So there's a birthday candle, stars, hearts. This would be like the flame of the candle, flowers. So there's all in this little tiny, which I hope I don't lose, because this is the flame of the candle. So I've already gone ahead and done some pre-cutting with the cut and emboss machine, just so that we're not here all the day long. Okay, so now we've got some strips of designer series paper, and we have just a basic white cardstock base that we're going to be using. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the glue that should be on my desk because it was here this afternoon, and we're going to go ahead and put on the card. And I think what I'm going to do is put this over here so that I can keep the glue on the silicone mat. Okay, now I've already pre-practiced this, but you guys could lay them out, but I've already pre-practiced, and I know I'm going to put a little bit of space between each one. So that's why I'm not measuring, or I'm totally eyeballing. And if you get the first one on straight like I didn't, it's a little bit easier, but it'll still be fine. But I'm just eyeballing where the strips are going to go. And if it comes out a little uneven, I'm not worried about it at all. Okay, this is the next one. And what I'll do at the end is I'll trim off the extra that's floating over the edge. Okay, and then we're going to do this one. And then we're going to do this one. So I just loved the bright colors of this card, and that's what, the bright colors of the DSP, and that's what attracted me to the card. So this is a little bit more work than I think that I would do for your average Joe Schmo card. This would be someone that's card worthy if I sent this out. So, because it does take a little bit longer. So then what I'm going to do is see how they're hanging over the edge. I'm just going to quickly take my scissors and clip that off. And remember, if your scissors get glue on them, just need to take a little bit of alcohol or an alcohol wipe and just wipe them down. It'll take the glue right off and they'll be just as good as new, in case I haven't given that trick recently. So there is the base of the card. Let me get all the... So there's the base of the card. Isn't that pretty? I love all those colors. And then I'm going to take our new circle punch. Remember I said I have no idea what I'm going to do with this? Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, so I'm going to just use this for the card. I'm going to take that. And then what I decided to do is just pick up the colors of the card. So this is one of the colors. And the color will come to me in a second. So I'm going to put that down. And then I pre-cut, I hope they're all here. I see 3. Yeah, I pre-cut candles. So this is, and this. Granny Apple Green, Night of Navy, and this is not so saffron, you guys. It's totally slipping my mind what color this is. I want to say more mustard for people that have been around forever. Yes, Karen, that is the new circle punch. Thanks, Wanda. Thank you. I'm really loving the colors too. I know, Judy, me and butterflies. I know, but I'm still going to use it because I am going to do a butterfly card because those butterflies are so funky. I just love them. Okay, so in order to save time, what I did is I punched out the candles already. Now, I'm just going to glue them real quick. Oops. So I'm gluing the white down, and then I'm going to take the top, and I'm gonna, if it goes over the edge a little bit, I'm not gonna sweat it, because what I would do, you guys, is I would just trim it. I think I'm gonna be okay, but just in case I couldn't get it perfect. Now, like I said, this might be a little more tedious than I might normally do for a card, but because I'm so in love with the paper, it was worth the extra time that it takes to get all the little parts and pieces together. So there are the candles. Now, Stampin' Up! Did a really cool thing. See this little thing right here, this little piece of top of the candle? That's where we're going to glue the flame. So Stampin' Up! Made it easy to be able to do that. Now, I'm going to put my candles on with dimensionals. So let me get my dimensionals. Oops. And the dimensionals are just small enough to fit on the candle. So I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on each candle. And then while I do that, I have to fill airtime. So what should we talk about? Well, let's see. There's been a lot going on in the football, trades and signed contracts, and non-mandatory camps have started. Golf has been outstanding. Super game this past weekend. Very, very close. Very close. It was a really good game. And I know that, and there's a big tournament this weekend too. So I'll be glued to the TV. I find I do a lot less in golf season than I do in football season. I mean, with football, sometimes it's just a noise in the background, but with golf, I'm watching the game and watching the game and watching the game. So I'm not sure if that's the best use of my time for the weekend. But I cleaned, I got laundry done, and did all that stuff too. So now I'm just picking up the colors. Can you see? I think I still am on camera. Now I'm just picking up the colors. Oops. Of what's in the Designer Series paper. And then one more in the Night of Navy. So isn't this a pretty card? It's so happy and bright and a lot of color. There's a lot of color. Now, for the next thing that I did to make life easier is I took the little flames and I put them on glue dots. So there's already glue dots on them. So I'm going to take them off and I'm going to put them right, and I hope you can see, you guys, I'm going to put them right on that little tab that's sticking out. I'll bring it a little bit closer to the camera. That little tab that Stampin' Up! Put on there, it's going to go right on there. Okay, so here's one. They'll be a little crooked, but just pretend that someone's already blowing them out. Here's 2. That one's too crooked. I don't even like that one. Let me see if I can make it straighter. Maybe not. That's all right. And one more. Oh, did I lose one? Nope. Look at it. It's right there, you guys. It's just on my box. And then 3. So why am I doing this? Well, one of the reasons why I'm doing this is because we just sent out, or you might have participated in a paper share, and so you have a lot of DSP. So here's a way. This was 3 sheets, 3 different sheets, just cut in 3/4 of an inch strips, and it's going to make a great card. So that's another way to use up your DSP. And then I'm taking that and I'm putting all kinds of dimensionals on it so that it will say, wishing you the happiest of birthdays, which is a very nice wish to send someone. And there, my friends, is the card. Let me clean up a mess so you don't have to see all the mess around it. Let's see if I can get in a little closer. Yeah, look at that. Pretty, huh? All those pretty colors. It's nice and springy. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So around here we make it and we mail it. So that's the make and mail of the card that we're doing this tonight. Okay, so that's one thing to show you. I showed you the big shot. I showed you the cards. Okay, let's talk about a sale. Who doesn't love a sale? So this year, Karen is a local demonstrator in Orlando that a lot of people, thanks Wanda, I love the colors too. I'm really happy with it. Hey Julie, I'm glad you made it. Okay, Karen and I are doing something that we've never done before, but lots of demonstrators do. And the reason we're doing it is because we have retired product that we don't want, and we know that you guys have new product from the catalog that you do want. So this is a win-win situation. It's buying the old and getting the new. Some demonstrators call it a BOGO. Karen and I aren't doing quite a BOGO, buy one, get one, because we're discounting a little bit the stamp sets. So you have to look for Karen's newsletter, and she will give you the details on her project. Mine is a little bit different because mine includes some shipping charges, so that has to be a little bit different. But it's still going to be a great deal. So let me explain to you how it works. I have these stamp sets that are retired. Hello Friend, Thoughtful Blooms, In Symmetry, Textures and Frames, Daisy Lane, and then a bundle all squared away, which so saddens me that this retired because I totally love this bundle. So what you would do for me, now this is for me, Karen will have her own pricing, but the same concept. You're going to pay $15 for these stamp sets, and you're going to get a $15 credit to order from the new catalog. So you're going to buy one old and get a new one, $15 towards a new set, or $15 towards anything in the catalog free. So I hope that makes sense. I feel like if I was in person, I could explain it better because I would use my hands more. So I don't have a lot of stamp sets to sell, but I have quite a few. The All Squared Away is $20. So the All Squared Away is $25 because it's a bundle. So if you buy this for $25, which means I'm going to ship it to you, that includes shipping, you're going to be able to pick out a $25 anything out of the new catalog. So these are $15 and the bundle is $25. And you'll get this in the mail, and then directly from Stampin' Up, I will ship you whatever you pick out. So, and then when I talk about out of the catalog, I mean out of our new catalog. So it's a buy old, get new. That's the program. Karen has a ton that she wants to sell, and you guys, it's a win-win if you live in Orlando. It's a wonderful, wonderful deal. I wished I knew the date. Karen, put in the date because I can't remember. It's in June. But she sent out a newsletter, so you guys should be getting, she sent out an email, so you should get the details in the email of what her program is. I want to say it's in June, but I don't exactly remember when in June. Maybe June 4th, maybe? It's a Saturday, I think. So if anybody's interested in any of these, just comment in the comments or message me, email me, or text me that you're interested, what stamp set you're interested in, or how many stamp sets you might be interested in, and then I'll contact you so we can figure out what you want to get. I think it is the 4th, Cindy, yeah. I think Karen's big stamp sale is the 4th. So not only will she have stamps and paper, she has inks, and then she did a really cool thing, you guys, for anyone that's local to Orlando. She took DSP, cut it up into 6x6 squares with matching or coordinating card bases and punches, labels, and she's selling that as like a basic of a kit. You just have to add stamps and embellishments, and then you have all ready to make cards. So she's doing that too. So there's a lot of stuff going on at her stamp sale that you want to check out. For me, this is what I've got. I might have a few more stamp sets, but if you're looking for something in particular, just holler, and I can always look and see if I have it. But I had my big stamp sale right before I left, so I don't have. What die did you lose for the little candles? Hey, Wanda, it came with the Charming Sentiments dies. It is from the Sentiment Silhouette dies, Wanda. It's that die right there. That's the candle, and that's the other one that comes with it. So that it's totally worth it. Julie Pierce, do you have to be there, or you can do it virtually? I'll be in the middle of moving. Julie, reach out to Karen by email. If you don't have her email address, just ask me, and you guys can hook up. She's super flexible, and I know she'll help you with that. I think that's it for me. I know that was a lot of information. Don't usually focus so much on sales. If you're not interested in any of these stamp sets, but you would like to purchase new product, and you are not interested in these stamp sets, you can always go to trishen.stampinup.net. I haven't plugged my page in a while, so I thought I'd put that out there. if this is confusing or you have any questions, all you need to do is just shout, like I said, message me, email me, text me, or call me, and I will hook you up with the rest of the details. I think that's it. Let's review the card we made. That's it. Remember, around here we focus on making it and mailing it, and there'll be lots of birthdays to celebrate in the month of June that I need to get my cards going for, so I'm working hard on that. And I think that's it. No other updates. Miss you guys, love you guys, and I'll see you next Monday night.